Hi Reddit, I'm here because I'm at a crossroads in my life and I'm desperate for advice. My name is Emma, I'm 27 years old, and I've been with my husband, Alex, 30 million, for 8 years. We recently got married just a couple of months ago, and to say that things have been complicated would be an understatement. Alex and I come from 2 different countries, which has always added a unique dynamic to our relationship. Currently, we're living in his home country with his family. His parents and siblings are incredibly kind, and I feel fortunate to have them in my life. But Alex has his struggles. He's always had anger issues. Over the years, he's tried to work on them, and for a while it seemed like he was improving. I fell in love with the side of him that's caring, funny, and thoughtful. When things are good, it's like living in a dream. But when they're bad, they're a nightmare. Last night, something happened that I never thought I'd experience in my marriage, and now I'm questioning everything. It started with a joke. Alex made some offhand comment. I can't even remember exactly what it was now. I didn't laugh or react the way he expected. Instead, I replied normally, thinking nothing of it. But I saw his expression shift. His smile faded, and he started looking annoyed. At first, I thought I was imagining it, but the tension in the room was unmistakable. I asked him, "Are you okay?" That's when everything spiraled. He snapped, "Why are you gaslighting me? I'm fine. You're the one with the problem. You always twist things around to make me look like the bad guy." I was stunned. His words felt like daggers, but I tried to stay calm. "Alex, I'm not trying to do that. I just wanted to check in because you seemed upset." He stood up, his voice rising. "You've been giving me a hard time all week. I told you to stop and you're still doing it. Do you even care about how I feel?" I tried to de-escalate. "Let's take a time out. We're both upset, and I think we need to cool down before we say things we'll regret." But that suggestion only made things worse. His anger boiled over. He started yelling, calling me names, and before I could react, he picked up a book from the table and threw it at me. It hit my shoulder and I felt a sharp sting. Then he slapped me. I froze, my mind racing. This wasn't the Alex I knew. He'd never hit me before. I opened my mouth to say something, but he grabbed me by the neck with both hands. His grip wasn't tight enough to choke me, but it was enough to terrify me. I managed to yell, "Stop, Alex, stop!" He let go, but not without throwing another object at me, this time a glass, which shattered against the wall. I ran out of the room and locked myself in the guest bedroom. My heart was pounding and I couldn't stop shaking. The next morning, his mother noticed my swollen cheek. She asked me what happened, her voice full of concern. I lied, saying I tripped and fell. Her kindness made me feel both comforted and guilty. How could I tell her the truth about her son? I called my best friend Lily back in my home country. She's always been my rock. When I told her what happened, she was furious. "Emma, you need to leave. This isn't okay. You can stay with me if you need to." But leaving isn't that simple. I'm in a foreign country with no job and no savings of my own. A few weeks ago, Alex and I started couples therapy at my suggestion. He seemed open to it at first, but lately he's been resistant. He'd cancel appointments or show up, but refuse to participate. "I don't need someone telling me how to live my life," he'd say. "I've been putting my dreams on hold for years. I wanted to pursue a career in graphic design, but moving to Alex's country meant starting from scratch. Every time I brought it up, he'd dismiss it. Why do you need to work? I make enough for both of us." The honeymoon phase. Looking back, our relationship wasn't always like this. There were moments of pure joy. Our honeymoon was one of them. We travelled to Greece, laughed until our stomachs hurt, and made promises to always support each other. It feels like a lifetime ago. That evening, Alex approached me, looking remorseful. "I'm sorry for what happened," he said, his voice trembling. "I don't know what came over me. I'll do better. I promise." I wanted to believe him, but the fear from the night before was still fresh. "Alex, I need to feel safe. What happened can't happen again. We need help." His face darkened. "You're acting like I'm some kind of monster." I said, "I'm sorry, why can't you just let it go?" I spent the next few days reflecting on everything. I reached out to a local support group for women in abusive relationships. Talking to others who'd been through similar experiences was eye-opening. They helped me see that love shouldn't come with fear. I've decided to leave, at least temporarily. I've booked a flight back to my home country and will stay with Lily until I figure out my next steps. I'm scared, but I know this is the right thing to do for my safety and sanity. Alex has potential, but he needs to address his issues on his own. I can't fix him, and I won't let him hurt me again. For now, I need to focus on rebuilding my life and finding my happiness again. Thanks for listening, Reddit. If you've been through something similar, I'd love to hear your advice. Wish me luck.